This is Beyond the Veil with Norman Meredith.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Norman Meredith coming from Pickens, South Carolina tonight. And I have the lovely Jackie with me tonight from the far side of the moon from her hidden lunar base. How you doing tonight, Jackie?
Oh, I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
I'm doing great. We missed you
Good.
last week.
I've got things to do.
I know, but it just leaves a hole in this show in my heart when you're not here with us.
You are all good. Anytime you do a show, you know how to do it, and everybody is happy to hear from you.
I think I actually seen a tear in Ed's eye last week when you weren't here.
Just don't. You know I've been emotional lately. Don't do that. Hey, you know what? Let's get some real cool news out for our audience.
What you got?
You like coffee?
Yes, I do. Oh, you got a surprise for me.
I do. I've been doing a little, playing around on the TikTok, for my show Zombie Palooza Radio Live.
Yes.
And as I was doom scrolling through the universe, I found a company called Sinister.Brew.Coffee. But anyway, Sinister Brew Coffee. These people have such a cool, eclectic way of putting their coffees together. There is a number of different sections that they have for monsters. And cryptids, and vampires, and monsters, like a monster universe. And what they will do, and they even have Bigfoot.
Really?
Bigfoot coffee. It has a pecan note to it, and it is a medium roast, I believe. And guess who is going to get to try some?
You.
You too.
Really?
That's why I asked you for your address.
I'm getting a bag of coffee?
You're getting a bag of coffee, and what we're going to do when it comes in is we are going to do a live taste test. So you can't drink any of it until we get the beans. But I have a grinder here at the house. Do you have one, or do you need it ground for you?
Ground it for me, please. I don't have a grinder. Okay,
I will let them know over at Sinister Brew Coffee that you need to have yours ground up.
Okay.
I have a fabulous little canister thingy that I can grind the beans myself, so that's going to be an experience. And then I'm going to put it into my wonderful coffee maker that my hubby bought for me.
Aww.
And it's an early birthday present. Tomorrow's my birthday, by the way. Yeah, so
what you want for your birthday?
Oh, I just want peace and harmony and a little relaxation.
Would a Starbucks gift card work?
Crazy. Well, coffee.
But anyway, would Starbucks gift card work?
Dave, I never turn down coffee. Okay.
I know.
So we're going to do a live taste testing, and what they would like us to do is compare notes on what we think about their coffee. And
wonderful.
It's going to be like really, really cool. I would like to, on Beyond the Veil, I would like to be able to maybe bring them on for a hot minute and, put their stuff on the back of a wall or something.
Why not?
That. Do something that would be cool. On mine, what I'm going to do is a live TikTok.
Cool.
So I'm excited about that.
Hey, Ed, do you drink coffee? You willing to join the taste test when we do it? Okay, so we're going to have to bring a coffee pot up here.
I mean, you got to like coffee. If you don't like coffee, it's probably not going to be a good experience for you. Because
I figure he's part of the team, so...
Yeah, we need to get him...
All three of us have got to do it.
Say, what he thinks about it, and then we will let them know over at Sinister Brew Coffee.
Now, are they local to you?
No, I was going around on the TikTok thing here. Where they are at specifically, they are. Gosh, I don't. It doesn't. It just says Sinister Brew Coffee, dark brews, and eerie merchandise for horror enthusiasts.
Find out where they're at, because maybe I can send them some merch.
That'd be cool. I think that would be a cool exchange. And let's see, are we live on YouTube right now?
Yes, we are, ma'am. We are live.
I gave him our show link and all of that kind of fun stuff. So let me see while you're talking about what you're going to be talking about today.
Okay.
I will see if I can send them a message.
Okay, and if you get the link, send it to Big Ed, and maybe he can slide it into the show.
We are live right
Okay.
now.
How's that?
Yeah, sure. Go.
All right, folks, we're going to talk about an interesting cryptid. And this cryptid, now the question is it a fairy tale or is it an actual cryptid? Now you're asking, Norman, why are you saying a fairy tale? Well,
Because,
Go ahead.
it might be like something that may or may not be true.
True. You remember, now you and I are older compared to some of these younger adults who may or may not ever heard of Paul Bunyan.
Oh, yeah.
So you see where I'm
And
going
the
with
blue
this.
ox.
And the blue ox. All right. There in the stories of Blue Bunyan, a mention of a creature called the Hodag. Ed, bring up one of those. This is a statue
Aw, he's
of
cute.
the Hodag.
Check you out.
It
I've been doing
is.
some research about it, and yeah, that looks like it's about right.
It's in Rhineland, Wisconsin. You know, Wisconsin is normally noted for what? Cheese. But in Rhineland, they're noted for this wonderful creature called the Hodag. All right, I'm going to give you the synopsis for the beginning here. I pulled this off of Wikipedia. Now, everybody, Wikipedia is a great place for information, and they could use your support. So if you get a chance, support them out a little bit. These people have been around for years, and they normally don't ask for donations or anything like that. But if you can help support them, please do. All right, that was my promo for them. In American
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. In American folklore, the Hodag is a fearsome critter resembling a large bull-horned carnivore with a row of thick curved spines down its back. The Hodag was said to be born from the ashes of a cremated oxen as the incarnation or the accumulation of abuse the animals had suffered at the hands of their masters. Sounds like a phoenix, in a sense, you know? The history of the Hodag is strongly tied to the city of Rhinelander, where it was claimed to have been discovered. The Hodag has figured prominently in early Paul Bunyan stories. That's why I mentioned Paul Bunyan at the beginning of the show, because it was mentioned in there. And what does Paul Bunyan have as his companion? Big blue ox.
Yes. Oh, and I just got the fact that it's a blue color.
Yes. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
All right, now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the origins of this gentle creature. All right, in 1893, newspapers reported the discovery of a Hodag in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. The articles claim the Hodag had the head of a frog, the grinning face of a giant elephant, thick short legs set off by huge claws, the back of a dinosaur, and a long tail with spears on the end. The reports were instigated by a well-known Wisconsin land surveyor, timber cruiser, and prankster. Now remember this, prankster. Eugene Shepard, who rounded up a group of local people to capture the animal. The group reported that they needed to use dynamite to kill the beast. All right, Ed, let's bring up number 2 for a second. Now, this is a reenactment of them killing the Hodag. Now, this is the reported size of the Hodag creature. It's a little shorter, and it looks like a pretty good replica of what they were talking about.
Why did they kill it? Why did they have to kill it? Why do people, if they see something they don't understand, why do they gotta do that?
Fear. Fear is always.
I mean, did it come in and did it rape, pillage, and plunder, or was it just being?
Probably fear and being, because people don't understand something. What do?
Well, sometimes they run from it.
Yes.
Sometimes they pretend it doesn't exist.
Yes.
Sometimes they will try and figure out, its habitat and stuff, kind of like what we're trying to do with Bigfoot. And then other times they will get their guns and their dynamite and whatever else they can blow shit up with and do that.
All right, I'm going to read you a little more about this origin, okay? A photograph of the remains of the charred beast was released to the media. It was the fiercest, strangest, most frightening monster ever to set razor-sharp claws on the earth. It became extinct after its main food source, get this, all white bulldogs became scarce in the area.
Do you know how rare white bulldogs are?
Yep. Do you see
it's
where
kind of sort of like Odin killing out the frost giants. Of course we do not have frost giants, and no take away from Odin, because I don't need my house sapped or anything.
Well, how do you know there ain't frost giants still?
Those creatures that are on top of those mountains, and it might not have got rid of all of them.
Exactly.
Oh,
It could have went into hiding. Always remember, there's always a survivor from a massacre.
You are absolutely, completely, and totally right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And sometimes people sacrifice themselves to be massacred so that everybody else can run and hide deeply.
I keep thinking about that song called Big John, where he was a miner.
Mm-hmm.
And he went, and even after people picked on him relentlessly because he was just enormous, he was a giant of a man.
Yes.
And he held up those braces long enough for those people, some of which teased and picked on him horribly, to be able to get out. Once everyone was out and he was sure they were out, he let go, because he just didn't have the strength anymore to hold it up anymore. People who do not understand things sometimes don't understand that thing they don't understand might at one point be able to be the reason they survive.
Exactly. All right, Ed, throw up the next couple pictures. Just cycle through them a little bit, please. Now, this is
nice.
an artist illustration of Hodags. Okay? Now, I'm going to read you another part of this article. The hoax. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Now, you already heard what I said about it only eats white bulldogs and Alex Shepard being a prankster. Well, Shepard claimed to have captured another Hodag in 1896, and this one was captured alive. According to Shepard's reports, he and several bear wrestlers placed chloroform on the end of a long pole, which they worked into the cave of the creature, where it was overcome. He displayed this Hodag at the first Oneida County Fair. Thousands of people came to see the Hodag at the fair or at Shepard's display in a shanty at his house. Having connected wires to it, Shepard occasionally moved the creature, which would typically send the already skittish viewers fleeing the display. As newspapers locally, statewide, and then nationally began picking up the story of the apparently remarkable living creature, a small group of scientists from the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C., announced they would be traveling to Rhinelander to inspect the apparent discovery. Their mere announcement spelled the end. Shepard then forced to admit that the Hodag was a hoax.
Or did he just let it go?
It's possible. Very possible. Now, in current day, there are no pictures taken after 1896. I haven't found any pictures, of extra black and white pictures or brown and white pictures of people taking of the Hodag in Shepherd's Shantytown or at the fair. But there have been supposed reports of people hearing something near them, but never actually seeing something near them in the woods in Rhinelander.
What kind of noise? Like, we know
Rustling in the
that
woods.
cryptids make.
Something rustling in the woods, moving around.
It seems that it's not very big, and so it could give the presence of a something there. And, it's not going to be quiet necessarily, but that's kind of cool. And, I'm all for live and let live, unless it's causing
Chaos.
pain and suffering.
Right.
Chaos is, chaos is not always a bad thing. Chaos
That's true.
shows you where stuff's not right.
Yeah, my ex-wife called pain and suffering, so, that's another story. Sorry.
I am not going to spew all over my computer. I'm not doing that again.
I'm sorry. Well, it was funny. All right. The aftermath of all this. The Hodag statue in front of the Rhinelander Chamber of Commerce. Could you bring that back up for me, please, Ed? The Hodag became the official symbol of Rhinelander, Wisconsin. It's the mascot of the Rhinelander High School. Lends its name to numerous Rhinelander area businesses and organizations, including the music festival, the Hodag County Festival. The city of Rhinelander's website calls Rhinelander the home of the Hodag. Larger-than-life fiberglass sculpture of the Hodag, created by Tracy Goberville, a local artist, resides on the grounds to the Rhinelander Area Chamber of Commerce, where it draws thousands of visitors each year. The Rhinelander Ice Arena houses two Hodags, one full-body creature just inside the entrance, and the other one an oversized head that blows smoke and has red eyes that light up, located in the corner just off the ice, which was created by the same artist who designed and built the Chamber Hodag. Now, here's what I think. Okay? Now, a lot of things have proof or origins in actuality.
Right.
Would you say yes or no?
Oh, I know where you're going. And yes, there has to be a something from which this originated from. What
exactly
was that something?
Maybe there was a creature similar to this. You know what it kind of reminds me of? But it had a snout instead of a bulbous mouth and nose. Triceratops.
Yeah, it's about the right size, and we know. Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
Oh!
Now that is another.
Word.
That was a recreate. Somebody built this stuffing.
Right.
I'm not sure if this is an actual picture. I think this is what they used in that picture with all the hunters.
Interesting.
A close-up.
But yeah, I think that it's, relatively around the same size. And we do know that dinosaurs, some of them, had brilliant color to them as well. And yeah, some of them, look, okay, so I was scrolling through YouTube a number of months ago, and I saw what I thought looked like a pterodactyl. I mean,
Yeah, they still exist. That's also been a misconception for the Thunderbird, maybe.
Could be. I mean, you know, people can make CGI,
Mm-hmm.
and they can do all of this, you know, cool stuff with Photoshop and all that kind of stuff.
And
But
AI has been
that
stepping up a lot with that too lately.
and right, but this was filmed,
Mm-hmm.
you know, filmed years ago,
Right.
before any of
All
that
this other technology
that
showed
we
up.
know about, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, a lot of the technology that we have that we use now, they were using 15, 20 years ago already.
Right.
And we're just, you know, we're just seeing the end results of it. But
Right.
that film looked like it was authentic.
You know, I talk about William Nighthawk a lot on this show.
Sure.
He sent me a picture of a bird, but you know what it looked like? A pterodactyl. Flying near his property, because he
and
has,
I have a lot of respect for that man. I think that he is trying to do everything he can to not give out misinformation, because there's so much garbage out there.
he has a portal on his property, and it does activate. He does have a lot of cryptid and other.
You think that
creatures
came out from there?
Yeah, very do. He's even had some men in black in the area occasionally that pop up and then disappear. I guess they come to see what's passing through. He has
They have the same thing over in Skinwalker Ranch, don't they? Too.
Yeah, they don't have men in black. They just have U.S. Air Force fly over with special ops planes, and the Army with their Task Force 160 helicopters fly over, stuff like that.
Did you see that latest piece that they put out that actually had whatever this thing is crawl out of wherever the hell it came from? I don't know what the heck that was, but it gave me. I'm pretty set on things, but it gave me the willies.
You know they found the corpse of a dire wolf on the property.
I did not hear that part. I mean, I kind of sort of follow it, so I did not know really.
This current season, they were walking down the stream and they found a desiccated corpse. They took the jawbone, took it to a biologist, and it was proven to be a dire wolf.
Right. And how old? Okay, so all right. So with bones, I know from
it was not a fossil.
Like, I was just going there, right? You know,
it died within a couple weeks.
What?
Of them finding it. It was a living creature.
That's incredible.
And see, when we first started the season years ago, when the first season come out, the previous ranchers had talked about a wolf-like creature attacking one of the heifers. And
right, yes,
they had to shoot. They tried a .357, didn't do nothing. They had to pull out the big gun in order to get the wolf to let go of the heifer, and they believed that was a dire wolf.
Now, regular wolves can get extremely large.
Yeah.
We're talking 150 to 200 pounds. They can get that big.
This thing was bigger. It was bigger than
dire. Okay, so for those who don't know,
dire wolves are the size of a Shetland pony or bigger.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I think it was episode 7 or 8. It was in of this year's
I gotta
releases.
see that. That seems like it would be something that I would really enjoy looking at.
You should.
I love wolves to begin with.
You're a totem.
I have just a real deep respect for them.
But we'll get back to that in just a minute. But getting back, what I believe Alan Shepard did. Now, he was a land surveyor one. The other one, he was a timber cruiser, besides prankster. Now, if I understand what a timber cruiser is, they go out there and look at timber for future purchases, and when to buy, when to chop it down, things like that.
Yeah.
Like a speculator maybe.
Sure.
And maybe he was looking long term for the prosperity of his town. And so maybe he'd done some reading as a kid or an adult and seen some things on Triceratops, Stegosaurus, and says, what if I combine the two, give it a friendly face, sort of? Now I got a Hodag. And then got a leather worker and some bones and some other stuff. And now I got a Hodag.
I think that is fabulous. Number one, first of all, it creates community. It's a good thing.
Now I'll tell you why. Go back to that picture and let's leave it up here for a minute. Look at the teeth. What do you see? Or what do you not see?
Those do not look carnivorous, I guess.
Those are omnivore teeth. Eat meat or vegetables.
Yeah, they're kind of sort of looks like maybe a hippo gone wrong.
Right. And
or some such.
What about the snout?
It's very, very short. It's that like of a Pekingese or I think, do bulldogs have like real short?
Yeah. So it's not like it can actually attack something and tear it apart.
No, it's not. It looks scary. Sometimes, okay, in the wild, a thing will look super, super scary, so that it will keep away its predators.
Correct. Look at the claws on the feet.
Those are useless for any kind of serious anything.
Mm-hmm. Now, what scares you?
He looks like he needs a manicure real bad.
Okay. Now,
Pedicure,
when you see
whatever.
a bull with horns, what do you normally do when you see a bull with horns? You avoid it.
Yeah, you don't go near it because, that might poke you.
Makes it look fearsome. That's what you got there. Now, can you go back to that again, Matt? I'm sorry. Now, the spines. Normally, creatures have spines for what reason?
Well, defense.
Right, to protect themselves from a larger predator.
Right.
There is no larger predators that could attack it.
Well, I don't know. How big is it? I mean,
if we go by what the people had, maybe 6 to 8 feet in total length.
It's cute.
Exactly.
I'm not afraid of it.
I think it was manufactured to create a sensation.
And also look at the way that the spines are on this thing. That thing, it couldn't do anything because it's not. It doesn't seem like it would be defense effect or offensively effective.
They really don't flow.
It's all kind of willy-nilly everywhere.
Yeah, they don't flow.
Right, no, right.
I think this was a prank. This is my opinion. I think it was a prank that turned into a great opportunity for a community to grow and stay alive.
I wish we had more of this than we do of some of the...
Well, I'm sure there's other stories out there, and you and I will find them. Ed may find something and share it, and we'll talk more about that. I mean, we won't always talk about the big scary stuff. We'll talk about other things similar to this because this is a fun story to talk about.
Yeah, it's fun. It's very enjoyable.
Oh yeah, here's another picture I found that had to do something with the Hodag. What I think is somebody reversed image of a...
poor thing.
I think it's a yak of some sort. I think this is a
These are
Asian.
probably two. If it's two animal, I think it's maybe two animals, and you just don't see the back legs of the other one.
Right.
But it's
I
funny.
think this is an Asian yak of some sort. I can't tell you which country or where in Asia it may come from, but I believe this is a woolly yak.
Yeah.
This was in the Hodag pictures, and I don't think this is a Hodag. I think somebody just threw this in there and labeled it as something to do with the Hodag, but I believe this is a woolly yak. If somebody knows something about or thinks so, give me a holler. Let us know. We'd love to hear something from you on that. See what you think.
Absolutely. I think, well, you know. Or they might be able to send us something else that they know about that we don't, because the world's a big place.
Yes, it is. And it's getting bigger every day.
Sure is.
So, you like this story, huh?
It's cute. It's something that is very brain relaxing. It's
Down
not,
to earth.
It's all right. You know, we got too
It's
much
something you can laugh about, have some fun
scary
with.
stuff. Right. You know, it's a good story to tell the kids around the campfire, and the whole all of it. And you know, I'm all for that, because it's not hurting anybody. It's great for the scary bedtime stories, you know, like around a campfire, that kind of thing. It's good stuff.
I went on Amazon. You would not believe the merchandise that's on there, from T-shirts, coffee cups, hats, stickers.
Does it give you an idea of the kind of stuff that we need to put out there, you know? Just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
All of that.
We're gonna be doing merchandise. We got merchandise. It's just a matter of getting it out there one day. I gotta create a website.
We do have some fabulous merchandise. You got that coffee cup hanging around anywhere? Yeah, buddy.
My coffee cup.
Can folks go and purchase one of those?
If they want one, send me an IM. Tell me where you live. It is $14.99 in shipping. I will send you one. If you want to,
fabulous.
If you want to, I'll make it $24.99 plus shipping.
And that fabulous shirt you got on there, right there, is it 100% cotton?
I
didn't read the label online.
Yes. Ed's nodding his head because he does the laundry at his home.
When 100, but you know what? I have washed mine a number of times, because you know I get out and down and dirty every once in a while, and it has not shrunk.
No, they're good. They're nice shirts. I love wearing them.
Quality fabric. I like the fact that when you went to go and pick your merchandise providers, you know how they actually put the stuff together. There is definitive quality. That coffee cup that he was just showing right there, I'm gonna tell you, it is very hefty, and
15 ounces of coffee goodness.
Stuff and things.
The few people that have gotten these coffee cups are in love with them.
Absolutely. They, like I said, it's good quality. Good quality.
They can't complain. They love being able to put a lot amount of their coffee or hot tea goodness or hot chocolate.
Who did the artwork? Who did the artwork on these?
Gentleman here in Pickens. What was his name again? Murdoch Addis did this for me. He's a local Addis up here in Pickens, and I told him what kind I was looking for, and he produced all this for me.
Because it's the cup too is taller than regular coffee cups. It's got a little bit more weight to it, and it is a really good backdrop for that logo, because it just makes everything pop.
Yeah. When I was talking with my guy from Logos here in Anderson, South Carolina, we talked about what to put in for the backdrop, and we thought we'd go with black. And originally the logo was going to be minuscule, but he did his magic and made the logo fit the coffee cup perfectly.
Yes, he did. That's what was different, because when you initially showed me the logo, I was wondering, I'm like, I wonder how that is going to look on there like that. But then you said that he did and it's all proportionate.
And then we only went with one side because we thought two sides would look gaudy.
The only thing that I have, and if I can step off camera,
go for it.
You're not supposed to, but I'm going to go get my cup.
Go get your cup.
I am right-handed,
Mm-hmm.
and when I am, where is it? Oh my! People are like, I found it, but I just gotta get to it. Short people problems. All right. When I'm drinking out of it on air,
Yes.
you only see this because I'm right-handed.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't put it over on the left side
Mm-hmm.
and remember to drink out of it like this, you're not going to
Mm-hmm.
see the logo. But that's my only criticism. So, everything
So you're
else
saying
is
I need to
fabulous.
make right-handed cups and left-handed cups?
You do you, boo. And this is fabulous no matter what. But I was just kind of like looking at it from a perspective. How are you doing that you could, are you drinking that with your left hand?
Yes, because
Are
I'm a
you
lefty.
Left-handed?
Yes, I am. I'm in my right mind.
Well,
You didn't
know
know that.
what? You know what?
What?
You did good. That was great app. That was great app. Oh, you did the thing. Okay.
I'm a lefty.
lefty.
I'm in my right mind.
Right, that's cute. You did good. Because I was wondering how, when you were drinking out of your mug, why I could see the label, and I was like, what the heck? But now I know.
But technically, I'm ambidextrous, so I can use both hands.
Yes, I am too.
But I'm not going to say anything more on that subject because I now might get zapped or beat.
It already went kind of sideways, and I know there are some people that probably kind of well, that was weird. But all right. So, what are we going to be doing next week?
I don't know. Ed brought up a topic, and I think we might honor Ed's request next week.
Cool.
How about aliens and cryptids in the movies and TVs?
Oh, I like that.
You like Alf, Stitch, Harry and the Hendersons? Things like that we could talk about.
How about Alien, Predator?
Predator.
Or how about the movie Prey?
Prey. I don't think I've seen that one. But we talk about stuff like that.
Fabulous.
Both.
You should talk to Chin about that. Because he's
Chin?
all knee deep. Well, actually, he's more than knee deep in that. The hero is a young lady who is Native American.
Ooh.
And the predator that is in Prey is fabulous. It is it's fabulously created. The person that is a part of this creature, they lose their humanity in the creature, and the creature, you see it for it being a true alien, and it is fabulously done.
You think Chin will be available next Thursday?
He's got to work.
Well, I don't know unless I ask.
Yeah, he works from 4 until 2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Monday through Thursday.
Maybe.
So if you want him on to talk about that, which he would be like, yeah. That's his jam.
We'd have to do a show earlier and record it.
If you could do it on a Friday, that would be coolio, or a Saturday or a Sunday.
Okay.
And also he's off Monday because it's a day.
Monday I've got something going on.
Cool.
Not quite that yet, Ed, but got a friend that wants to assist me with an investigation.
Oh.
And I promised to help wash her Jeep.
Okay. So. I don't want to talk about any more of that. But anyway, you have a glorious time washing the Jeep.
Yeah, we're also going to ride up to my location up in Greenville, and we're going to check out for some prints and take some readings and take her
I'm
metal
probably
detector.
going to need to watch the Jeep after that, too.
Yeah, that's why I promised to watch her Jeep.
Yes.
She's a very knowledgeable young lady in Bigfoot and is talking with some of these major figures before, and I'm trying to dangle her to come into the show and talk occasionally on the show. So this is a slow process.
I think that's fabulous. We need to be able to have more things like that. All right, so
if I gotta wash the Jeep, I'm washing the Jeep.
Cool.
So yeah, let's see if we can do that. I'll talk with Ed and see if we can't do maybe a Friday or a weekend day. I can't promise, but if we can't, you and I'll have to swing it then, okay?
Sure.
So let's talk about aliens and cryptids in the movies and TV shows next Thursday. You good for next Thursday? I think it's
fabulous. Absolutely. Let's do this.
Awesome. And if you find any movies or pictures, send them to me, and then we'll put them together so we can flash them up on the big screen for everybody to see.
Yeah, okay. We can do that. But just, hopefully Ed will be able to, get it all stitched together. But he always does a fabulous job in the background there.
I couldn't do it without Ed. You know that?
Props to Ed.
Ed gets a lot of props.
He gets a lot of grief, too.
He also gets gift cards for food, too, so... Like I say, I have to give props before this shows up that Ed spent one day last week almost 8 hours uploading the remainder of my shows to YouTube, and his internet at home is not the world's best. That's why it took 8 hours.
We need to give a shout out for the YouTube channel that we are on, and yes. We are on live currently.
We are live on YouTube now, so we do live broadcasts every time we're on the show. And you'll find us on YouTube. You'll find us on X. Now we're on X now. I show up on X, and we do audio bits on Spreaker now. So we're on 4 different platforms, and hopefully later this year we'll be expanding our platforms. I don't know where yet because I got to hit a certain limit before I can go to, like, say, Spotify or some of these other platforms. I got to have a minimum of so many shows done first.
How close are we to that goal?
I'd have to ask Ed. He's the man that knows more about the media stuff than I do.
I think it's fabulous, and I'm excited to see where this goes. All right.
So, thank you for joining us again tonight, and thank you again, Ed, for pulling together by the seat of your pants a wonderful show, and most importantly, to you, my listeners, who join us on Tuesdays and occasionally Thursday nights to come here, spend an hour with us to listen, laugh, and maybe learn something. And remember, when you're outside, be careful, be aware. If you see something, you hear something, write notes. Take pictures if you can. If you can record an audio clip, do so. After the event is over, write copious notes about everything you've seen, time, date, weather, how you were feeling, what you felt, what you smelled, what you heard. Write all this information down. If there was witnesses, have them write their information down. Record it all, and then report it to somebody. If it's a cryptid like Bigfoot, the Bigfoot Field Research Organization would love to hear from you. If it's ET, contact me. I'll find the people to turn it into. If it's paranormal, there's paranormal investigators I'm in contact with. I can put you in touch with them. If it's other form of a cryptid, there are people I know that I can reach out to and get them to contact you to get this information. If Jackie or I are in your area and we can come, we'll come out there, talk to you, take your information. You know, we're here to make a difference, whether it's to one person or to one family. But if we can do that and help somebody, whether it's one person or one family, make the difference to them, then this show has done a great service to y'all. So I'm going to leave it on that note. Oh, one more thing. For y'all who don't know, I'm an active EMT. I work in Anderson County. And this is EMS week. So if you know a first responder, EMT, or paramedic, Give them a high five. Let them know what you think of their work this week, because this is the week we get to celebrate being heroes for a couple days for all the hard work we do. And generally, you know, people don't recognize us as much as they do as a policeman or fireman. We're the unsung heroes of the first responders. So if you get a chance and you know one, tell them thank you on my behalf, please. All right, folks, we're going to sign off here. Jackie from the far side of the moon, Ed from his little cocoon on the upside of the studio, and me from Pickens, South Carolina. We're signing off. Good night.